everybody, it's Adam Farkas from ODwire, and you're not going to believe this, but I am sitting here next to Laurie Hernandez, an actual Olympic gold medalist. So if you don't know Laurie, she won gold and silver in 2016 for gymnastics. She's also the youngest winner for Dancing with the Stars, season 23. And she's also a best-selling New York Times author. So thanks so much for being here and talking to us.
Thank you so much.
So I promised the folks at Alcon I'd talk about contact lenses, but not yet. So I'm kind of curious, when did you get started with gymnastics?
So I started gymnastics at 5 years old. That was back in 2005. And I had seen two gymnasts on TV, and I wanted to be just like them. And so I pointed to the screen, and I looked at my mom, and I told her just that. And she said, okay, and she put me in.
Wow. So it was just like
that. Yeah.
And when you actually tried it, you obviously took to the sport very quickly.
I loved it. I just started it just because I loved flipping and I wanted to be like the older girls,
right.
and I just wanted to be like them.
Right.
But as I got older, I got curious as to like, okay, what can I gain from the sport?
Right. And so you went on and you trained for a long time. And you told us a story this morning, actually, and I'll tell everyone again, when you were 12, that you went to the optometrist and you had to get contact lenses. So.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, my mom had always made sure that health was, especially her as a mom, it was her number one priority for me and my siblings.
Sure.
And so at that age, she had brought me to the optometrist, and we had my eyes checked, and he realized that my eyesight wasn't as good as it used to be, and so he had recommended dailies just because I would be able to wear glasses while
Sure.
flipping. They would fall off. It would just be a little bit uncomfortable, and some girls do it, which is fine, but once he mentioned dailies, I had tried those out, and the next day I actually caught my first release move on the uneven bars because I could see it, so
Oh, wow.
it was pretty cool.
So people actually wear glasses?
Yeah, some girls do wear glasses.
Crazy.
I definitely prefer contacts.
So for all you docs out there, if you have patients who are doing gymnastics, remember, contact lenses.
Contact lenses.
Way to go. So it's funny, actually, one of the things that I wanted to talk about besides contact lenses was how you actually did it. When did you know that you were going to make it to the Olympics? What was that?
I mean, at 9, I knew I wanted to go to the Olympics. I knew that would be something that was just so cool, and I would love to work towards it. But it really wasn't until I was 16 that I thought, hey, there's a good chance it could actually happen.
Right.
But it was so fun being able to have just those memories of all these years training up to the Olympics.
Right. And in fact, let's talk about that for a second. So I wrote this down. You sort of are studying perseverance. So for all the doctors out there, listen to this. 2013, distal radius fracture. 2014, bruised MCL, and you did a cadaver graft.
Oh, yeah. So it was... So 2012, I made my first elite nationals, and I came out in 22nd and I was 23rd gymnast. And then 2013, I went from 22nd to 2nd, and so I figured 2014 naturally was just going to be my year.
Right.
But that was not the case. In January of 2014, I broke my growth plate on my right wrist, and then in June of 2014, I had dislocated my right knee and tore a ligament and had to get surgery for it.
Wow.
But
and in 2016, just FYI, you also strained your quadricep.
I did.
So, but what's interesting to me is just the story of perseverance, and how did you overcome all that? I just remember being a young kid, and if any one of these things happened to me, I would have been like, done. How did you do it?
I think, even if it wasn't an injury, if I had a hard day, I would look back as to, I would actually do two things. I would look back as to why I started, and you just remember, just the love and the passion that I had for it, and when I first started, I didn't want anything from it. I just wanted to have fun.
Right.
And also, the goals that I had for it in the future. It was like, okay, I know that right now maybe I'm feeling a certain way, but what can I do to make it so that way it's a step forwards into where I want to be?
So you made the final 5, as you call yourselves, right?
Yes.
You got to the Olympics. And then when you were grasping the equipment, you said, I got this under your breath. You mumbled it, right?
I
and
did,
that sort of
yes.
became your catchphrase. Did that just come out spontaneously, or is that something you always say to yourself to motivate yourself?
I typically said either that phrase or phrases along those lines before I competed. There are a few competitions before the Olympics where you can see me mumble to myself. But at the Olympics, I guess because it was such a wide staged arena,
Right.
they got that close up, and that was really cool to see everyone freak out on the internet and be like, wow, she said that. And it's definitely a big confidence booster to hype myself up.
Right. And so, since the Olympics, you won gold, you won silver, you went on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was nothing like I've ever done before. It was so much fun, and the people are so kind, and everybody just wants the best for each other, but at the same time, it is a very competitive show, and so
Right.
That being an athlete on the show, I was definitely very competitive.
You did this one number with playground equipment, and being a parent, I was freaking out every second that you were on it.
Aww.
Because she was running up You ever running up the slide? You ever you tell your kids, you never do that, but there you
Never
are.
do that.
And you did it, and of course, Olympic gymnast, you can handle it, but yeah, it's just funny as a parent, you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, there's I don't exactly know what it's called.
Spinny thing.
It spins, it spins, and to have to dance on it with my partner while it's spinning, and then to run up the slide and go down, and then have to sprint up the seesaw and learn how to maneuver it. That was something that we kept fumbling on during rehearsals.
Really?
It was funny. Yeah, we had a good time.
Wow. Yeah, so you pulled it off in the show, and that's what counts.
Yeah.
So that was great. So what have you been doing since? What's been going on in your world?
There's been a lot going on. I think, I mean, the one of the biggest ones would just be that I had taken such a big break since the Olympics.
Sure.
I had taken about a year and a half off of gymnastics, but I miss it a lot, and I'd love to come back very soon. So I think you'll see me back soon. But also, I'm finishing my last year of high school, which I'm very excited about. I can't wait. I have about 2 semesters left, and I do plan on going to college in the future, but I think I'm going to delay it depending on where 2020 stands.
Really? So you're going to try to really get back into it?
I think so, yeah.
So that's a scoop, everyone. So be on the lookout.
Inside scoop.
There you go. So thanks so much for taking this time, and I
Thank you.
hope to see you, on the big screen in the future.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.